Welcome to Relief Tutorials, friends. Today we are going to discuss ogive curves. We know that picture speaks better than words. And you know that in 9th standard we have seen bar graph, histograms, frequency polygon graph. In 10th standard we are going to see cumulative frequency curve, that is called ogive curve. Now see, first we will learn less than type ogive curve. So here is the data. This is the daily income of workers, 100 to 120. There are 12 workers whose income is 120 to 140, 14 workers, 140 to 160, 8 workers, so on. Now you have to convert, we have seen already in the previous lectures, we have to convert them into less than type. So how we will make that? See, this is your problem and this is the frequency. Now we will convert them into less than type. So now less than 120, less than 140, less than 160, less than 180, less than 200. This is frequency, and with less than or more than, you know, there will be always cumulative frequency. So here cumulative frequency. You know, see, 100 to 120, whose income is between 100 to 120, and I want to write less than 120 rupees. So how many laborers are there, workers are there whose income is less than 120? So you can say it is 12. So I will write here less than 120, 12. Now less than 140. So you know that less than 140 includes all those workers whose income is from 100 to 120 as well as 120 to 140. So you will add these two, 12 plus 14. So 12 plus 14, clear? So I am writing directly 12 plus 14, that is 26. Now less than 160. Less than 160 means all those workers between 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160. So you will add this all. We have said 12 plus 14, 26, 26 plus 8. 26 plus 8 will be 34. Now 34 plus 6, 40. 40 plus 10, 50. So this is cumulative frequency. And if you remember, I told you that less than type is always cumulative frequency. Always, without fail. Okay, if you want to write less than type, here it will be cumulative frequency. 12, 12, 12 plus 14, 26, 12 plus 14 plus 8, 34, 12 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6, 40, 40 plus 10, 50. So less than type is cumulative frequency. Okay, now we'll represent this data graphically. So now to represent data graphically, what you will do? We will take, this is less than type. So we will take all these are, you know, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, these are nothing but they are upper limit of respective class interval. So to represent less than type, you have to take upper limit. So we will take upper limit on horizontal axis, that is called x-axis, and respective cumulative frequency on vertical axis, that is called y-axis. In short, you will take upper limit on x-axis and cumulative frequency, respective cumulative frequency or corresponding cumulative frequency on y-axis. Clear? And with appropriate scale. See here, scale you have seen in 9th standard. Scale on both the axes may be different. It is not necessary that they should be same. If we see here, see in our case, on x-axis, see this is 1 centimeter. So here 1 centimeter is 0 to 120. So 1 centimeter is 120. Then this is also 1 centimeter. So here 1 centimeter is 20. So it's not fair. 1 centimeter is 120. Here 1 centimeter is 20. So here I have given this symbol. What does it mean? It means this symbol, see, 0 to 120. This means a continuous graph. From 0 to 120, here you will be have 20 different, that is 20, 40, 60, so up to 120. Clear? And if it is in this case, see, the graph is like this way, 0, this is 20, this is 40, this is 60, this is 80. In this case, you see, 1 centimeter is equals to 20 units everywhere. 1 centimeter is equals to 20, 1 centimeter equal to 20, 1 centimeter equal to 20. So there is no need of giving these symbols here. Okay. Why this symbol is necessary? If it is 50 here, then I will write 40, 60, 70. If this is the case, then this 1 centimeter is 50 unit and this 1 centimeter is 10 units. So there is no uniformity here. So as a result, this suggests continuous. Okay, we are not showing that here on a graph. Okay. So now I told you that in order to represent less than type cumulative frequency, we will take upper limit on x-axis and respect your corresponding cumulative frequency on y-axis. Clear? So our order pair will be of this type. See, our order pair. Upper limit, comma, corresponding cumulative frequency. This is our ordered pair. So now, to plot, what we have to plot? See, upper limit. So upper limit is here 120. This is upper limit. All these are upper limit of respective class intervals. Once again, in less than type, you will take upper limit. In more than type, you will take lower limit. Upper limit. How much? 120. Corresponding cumulative frequency is 12. This is one order plot you are going to plot. Then 140, 26. Then 160, 34. Then 180, 40. 200, 50. So these are the 5 points you have to plot here on the graph. Okay, come on, see, we'll do it. 120, 12. So scale, if I write here scale, x-axis. So on x-axis I told you, okay, 1 centimeter is equals to 20 unit. 1 centimeter, 20 unit. Y-axis, see on y-axis. This is 1 centimeter, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So no need of this symbol. So I can say on y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 10 unit. So these are the scale, and I told you scale may be different on both the axes. It is not necessary case. They should be same on both the axes, and our order pair is this. Now we plot this order pair on graph, and you have learned in 9th standard how to plot this. So it is quite easy. Now we'll see 120 on x-axis, x coordinate, and 12 is y coordinate. So on x-axis we will take 120. So on x-axis 120, and here 12. So directly in this manner, 1, and just you will go here directly, 12, this way. So this is 10, this is 15, so this may be 12, okay? I have certain limitation here. This is 1 point. Then second, 140, 26. So you will take here 140. And now 26. This is 20, this is 25, and I think this will be 26 approximately 26. So I have taken here 26. Okay, this is our point. 140, 26. Then comes 160, 34. So this is 160 and 34. So this will be 34 here. See, this is 35. So here somewhere will be 34. This is 34. So this is our point. This is our point. Now 180, 40. So 180, this is 180 and 40. So here 40, see. Both intersect here at this point. So this is 180, 40. Last point, 200 on x-axis and 50 on y-axis. So 200 on x-axis directly and 50 on y-axis, they meet here both the points. So this is our point. So I will rub this. In this way, you know how to plot a point on a graph. So these all are points on a graph. Clear? Now, after plotting this point on a graph, what you have to do, just you have to join these points with a freehand graph. Freehand, see like this. you want to write coordinates, you can write coordinates here. This is 120 12, then 140 26. This is 160 34. This is 180 40. This is 250. So this is less than type cumulative frequency. It is going from downward to upward. Clear? Now, we have seen in the previous lectures how to find median. Okay, so here I will just give you one information. See, in order to find median from a graph, you will get the approx value. Median means, I told you, it is the middlemost value. So total observation will be divided by 2. Here if you talk about the total observation, that will be 50 or not. Here n will be 50. N is equals to 50. Now, while finding median class, what you will do? You will do n by 2. So n by 2 means 50 by 2. So that is equals to 25. This 25 will be seen against cumulative frequency. So here you know from 13 to 26. Okay. So 25 will be somewhere here. So this will be our median class. Okay, we have seen, if you know that, just go through the previous lecture. I have explained you cumulative frequency. If I talk even, you know, up to 12, this 100 to 120, from 13 to 26, it will be 120 to 140. So 25 will lie here in this. So against cumulative frequency, this is our median class. It means median will lie somewhere between 120 to 140. Okay. So now 25, so here somewhere you have told you that this is the median class. So we have a median class is, suppose median class is 120 to 140. Okay. So now what I will do, see here, just we will draw a graph. I will select 25. Where you will get 25? Here there will be somewhere 25. See, I have certain limitation. So n by 2, that is 25. You will choose 25 on this y-axis. Why? Because this is cumulative frequency. You know that n by 2. Total frequency divided by 2. This is n, cumulative frequency. This we got cumulative frequency 25. So you will plot 25 on y-axis and you will do a line. Okay, parallel to x-axis, which will intersect the graph here somewhere. And from that point of intersection, you will draw a line. Perpendicular line, you will draw a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line which will intersect x-axis at here. So this is something 138. You look here. This line which you have drawn from the point of intersection. Here this line perpendicular, see, you have drawn one line parallel to the x-axis which intersect the graph here at this point. From that point you have drawn a line perpendicular to x-axis which will intersect x-axis at that particular point, and this is nothing, I think it will be approximately 138. How much? 138. So you can say median is equals to 138, but that will be approx value. Approx. Clear? So in this way, from graph you can find median. What you have to remember here, in less than type cumulative frequency or ogive curve, you have to take upper limit on x-axis. All these are upper limit. See, this upper limit on x-axis and the corresponding cumulative frequency on y-axis. You have to plot this point on the graph, join this point with free height, you will get less than type cumulative frequency. And if you want to find the median, what you will do? You know the total frequency is 50. So So you will do n by 2, 50 by 2, that is 25. This 25 you will see in cumulative frequency, you will get here. Just draw a line parallel to x-axis which will intersect the graph here at this particular point. From that point you draw a line perpendicular to x-axis which will intersect x-axis here at that point, and that point of intersection is median. Clear? So this is less than 10. Similarly, we will draw more than 10 cumulative frequency. Clear? Okay, we will discuss one more problem. 14.4 exercise question number 3. And now we are going to discuss more than type cumulative frequency curve or more than type Ogive curve. See, here it is our problem. This is the production in yield and these are the number of forms. So there are 2 forms whose production will be 50 to 55 quintal, 8 forms 55 to 60 quintal, so on. Now we have to write more than type cumulative frequency. So you know that in more than type what you will consider? You will consider lower limit of respective class interval. So now more than 50, this is lower limit. More than 50, more than 55, more than 60, more than 65, more than 70, more than 75. So in more than you will take lower limit and in less than you will take upper limit. Okay. Now more than or equal to 50. So each and every forms, their production is more than or equal to 50. There is no form whose production is less than 50. So all the forms, that is 100. So more than or equal to 50, what you get cumulative frequency here? 100. Clear? So more than 50. All these are more than 50 only. All forms, they are producing more than 50 tons. So they are, number of forms are 100. Now more than 55. So more than 55. Yes, see, more than 55. So except this, whose production is 50 to 55. Why? Because you want more than 55. So more than 55. So from this total, you will separate only 2. So 100 minus 2. You will get 100 minus 2, 98. Clear? Now more than 60. So more than 60 means all these forms. So from total, you will separate this 2. So from 98, you will separate 8. So you will get 98 minus 8, 90. Now 90 minus 12. So 90 minus 12, you will get 78. Clear? Now 78 minus 24. So 8 minus 4, 4. Clear? 8 minus 4, 4. And 7 minus 2, you will get 5. 54. Now 54 minus 38. So 54 minus 38. 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8 will be 6. Clear? And here 4. 4 minus 3 will be 1. So that you will get 16. And one more thing I have forgot you, more than 75. That is 75 to 80. That's all. We don't have more than 80. So that is clear. 16 you got. So this is our cumulative frequency. Okay, now to represent this data in more than type cumulative frequency, on x-axis we will take this. What is this? These are nothing but they are the lower limit. So on x-axis we will take lower limit, and on y-axis we will take their corresponding cumulative frequency with appropriate scale. So here on x-axis you will take lower limit. See lower limit. 50, 55, 60, 60, 70, 75 we have taken on x-axis, and on y-axis you have taken cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency is from 16 to 100. So what will be our scale? I have taken 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I told you you have to select with appropriate scale, and here I have taken 50, 55. Okay, so we will see scale. So on x-axis we can say 1 centimeter is equals to how much? 50, 55. That is 5 unit. I can write here 5 unit. Okay, see difference. 1 centimeter is equal to 55 minus 50, 5 units. 5 units. On y axis we have taken 1 centimeter is equals to how much? 10 units. Clear? So I told you what will be our ordered pair. That is the most important. You remember this. Ordered pair in case of more than type cumulative frequency or Ogive curve. On x coordinate, on x axis you will take lower limit, and on y-axis you will take corresponding cumulative frequency. So lower limit, corresponding cumulative frequency. So our order pair will be 50, 100, 55, 98, 60, 90, 65, 78, 70, 54, 75, 60. Just you have to plot this ordered pair on a graph, so you will get your curve. Now for 50, 100, see this is 50, 50, 100, this is 100, so the point will be this, so this is 50, 100, clear? Now 55, 98, so this is 55 or 55 and you have to reach 98, so 55, 98, so this is 90, this is 100, so you know there are 10 boxes here, so 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, here somewhere will be 90, so you will draw a straight line here, see, so this will be our point. Here, now 60, 90. So this is 60. See, this is 60. X is 60. We are drawing perpendicular line, and 90 is here. So if we draw a line, so this will be our point. Over 65, 78. So this will be 65. $70. This is 75. 78 will be somewhere here. 78. Clear? Now 65, 78, 70, 54. So this is 70. $54. This is 50, 55. 54 will be here. So this will be our point. Clear? 54. Now 75, 16. So this is 75. 16, 10, 15, and this is 16. This will be our point. So in this way we can plot all the points. Now we will join these points with a free hand. So this way. So this is more than 10 cumulative frequency. If you want to write for it, you can write it. So this is about 1500. Okay. This is 5590. This is 60, 90, 65, 78, 70, 54, 75, 60. So what you have to remember in this more than 10 cumulative frequency, I told you that in more than you have to select respective lower limit, more than 50, more than 55, more than 60, more than 65, 70, 75, and you will find their corresponding cumulative frequency. So our ordered pair will be lower limit on x-axis and corresponding cumulative frequency on y-axis. So this is lower limit, this is corresponding cumulative frequency 50, 200, 55, 98, 60, 90, 65, 78, 70, 54, 75, 60. This ordered pole you have to plot on the graph, and on x-axis you have to take lower limit, on y-axis you have to take cumulative frequency. Just plot the point and join the points with free hand, you will get more than that cumulative frequency. And now if you want to find median, so here what you will do, see I have certain limitation, I will got this ordered pair. If you want to find median, what you will do, n by 2. So total frequency is 100, so n by 2 is equals to 100 by 2 equal to 50. 50 you will see against cumulative frequency. So 50 against cumulative frequency. So you will get, see here, this is 50 against cumulative frequency. You will select this 50, just you will draw a line which will intersect the graph at this particular point. From here you will draw a vertical perpendicular to x-axis. So you will draw a perpendicular to x-axis like this way. So here it will intersect at this point. So this perpendicular will intersect x-axis. Here at this is the point of intersection, and x-coordinate of this point of intersection gives median. So n by 2, 50, 50 against cumulative frequency you have to see. Here in this way you can find median. For this you have to find here cumulative frequency that is different from this frequency. Okay. Then okay, if you have both the curves at a time, less than that cumulative frequency and more than that cumulative frequency. See, this is the graph. More than that will be in this form, and less than that will be in this form. This is the point of intersection. Okay, and if you see, suppose here it is 70 and here it is 50. So you know coordinate will be, what you write, 70, 50. So this is the point of intersection of both the graph, less than type and more than type. And x coordinate of this point of intersection is median. So I can say x coordinate of point of intersection of both graph is median. So x coordinate is 70, so I can say median is equals to 70. Or just this is point of intersection, you draw perpendicular to the x-axis, where it intersects, that is a median. Clear? So I hope you understood this very well. So we have discussed two curve, less than type curve and a more than type curve. So this is the last lectures of your chapter statistics. I hope you have enjoyed this chapter. Thank you very much.